Disney moments they wouldn't get away with now. Disney has been around since 1923, and times have changed, so it's not entirely surprising that certain moments in Disney movies would be not okay when looked at from a modern perspective. A little bit rapey, a little bit racist, an unexpected flash of boob. Here are the moments in Disney movies that definitely wouldn't make the cut were they made now. Yes, we know these films are based on fairy tales, but in this day and age, we're not sure it's an especially appropriate response to encountering a woman who you suspect to be dead, b. has been imprisoned in a castle asleep for 100 years, and c. you've not even spoken a word to. That is not consent, not even if you're a prince. At least there are no tongues involved. What makes the red man red? Ask the Lost Boys of a group of Native Americans, who proceed to sing a song about it featuring caricature dance moves and nonsense language, implying their indigenous language is gibberish. This scene often gets cut when it appears on TV. The live-action Pan tried to avoid the problem by making Tiger Lily's heritage ambiguous and casting Rooney Mara, and in the process opened themselves up to accusations of whitewashing. You might say you can't win, but you can. It's easy, by not being racist towards Native Americans, and by not sweeping them under the carpet either. The flock of crows who initially teased Dumbo, but eventually help him, have faced accusations of being offensive racial stereotyping of African Americans, not helped by the fact that the head crow is literally called Jim Crow, referring to the Jim Crow laws which enforced racial segregation. People have noted that all but Jim are voiced by African American actors and that after the initial meanness, they're actually quite sympathetic characters, but nonetheless in 2017 they just wouldn't do it. Unless they were Transformers. When visiting Den of Iniquity Pleasure Island, living puppet Pinocchio has a go on a great big fat cigar, before being partially turned into a donkey. While this was held up as an example of Pinocchio being naughty, there's still no way in hell you'd have a scene with a child protagonist puffing away in a kid's film these days. Other characters who enjoy to puff in old Disney are Cruella de Vil and Pongo's owner in 101 Dalmatians, the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland and Hook in Peter Pan. He's playing the piano with chopsticks, has large buck teeth and sings about fortune cookies in an Asian accent. Not okay. See also the devious We Are Siamese, If You Please Tie Cats and Lady and the Tramp. The comedy sidekick dragon in Mulan is called Mushu, after Mushu pork, a standard dish in American Chinese restaurants. It's like calling a funny Indian character Vindaloo or a German one Schnitzel. So notoriously not okay is this musical based on the Uncle Remus stories that there isn't actually a U.S. home entertainment release at all. Set soon after the American Civil War, the film has been criticized for its portrayal of African Americans, including the use of traditional black songs and vernacular. Indeed, Richard B. Deere and the Afro-American called the film as vicious a piece of propaganda for white supremacy as Hollywood ever produced. Scary tits at that. They belong to the Harpies in the segment Night on Bald Mountain, which also features Satan and is generally unsettling all the way through. Perfect entertainment for kids.